Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Anna, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The world of Bachelor in Paradise thrives on unexpected turns, shocking confessions, and raw emotions. But few storylines have jolted fans quite like the unfolding saga between Brian and Parisa. What began as a seemingly steady connection between the two has shifted into something suddenly different, a phrase now echoed by viewers and insiders who witnessed their dynamic unravel in real time. From the beginning of the season, Brian and Parisa were painted as a couple with undeniable chemistry. Their early conversations were marked by easy laughter, vulnerable confessions, and a kind of magnetic comfort that had many believing they were destined to leave the beach together. Fans watched Parisa beam when Brian first pulled her aside, and Brian's calm yet assured demeanor seemed to give her the security she was looking for. For weeks, it appeared the pair had the foundation of a lasting bond. But as Paradise often proves, appearances can be deceiving. The cracks in their relationship didn't appear overnight. They formed slowly, in small moments that, at first, didn't seem to carry much weight. Brian's tendency to withdraw when things grew too emotional began clashing with Parisa's desire for clarity and constant reassurance. At first, Parisa brushed it off as just his style, but as the days went by, the emotional distance became impossible to ignore. The turning point came when new arrivals entered the beach, shaking up existing dynamics. While other couples reaffirmed their commitments, Brian appeared curious. Too curious, in Parisa's eyes, about what new connections might offer. Though he never acted overtly disrespectful, his subtle attentiveness toward others sent Parisa spiraling into insecurity. Observers noted her growing unease, a stark contrast to the confidence she exuded in the season's early weeks. When Parisa finally confronted Brian, the moment was raw and heartbreaking. Cameras captured her voice breaking as she asked him if he still saw a future with her. Brian's response was cautious, hesitant, and ultimately ambiguous. He admitted he cared deeply but confessed something had shifted. His words, measured, almost clinical, cut deeply, leaving Parisa in tears and the audience stunned. It was in that moment that the phrase "suddenly different" emerged, as Brian struggled to articulate how his feelings had changed in a way he himself didn't fully understand. The emotional fallout was immediate. Parisa, typically composed and optimistic, could not hide her devastation. Sitting apart from the group, she wept openly, admitting she felt blindsided and betrayed. For her, the sudden shift in Brian's energy felt less like an evolution and more like an abandonment. Fans took to social media, rallying around her pain and criticizing Brian for what they perceived as emotional unavailability and lack of honesty. Brian, however, offered his own perspective. In a candid conversation with a close friend on the beach, he admitted he had been wrestling with feelings of doubt for some time. He confessed he didn't want to mislead Parisa into believing they were on the same page when, in reality, his heart was conflicted. To him, pulling back was an act of honesty, an attempt to prevent deeper hurt later. But to Parisa, and to many viewers, the timing and delivery felt cruel. What makes the Brian and Parisa situation so gripping is not just the drama of their collapse, but the way it highlights the fragile balance of love in the artificial pressure cooker of reality television. Paradise compresses weeks of relationship development into mere days, magnifying insecurities and accelerating decisions that, in the real world, might take months to unfold. Brian's hesitation and Parisa's heartbreak became a mirror for the countless real-life relationships where one partner suddenly changes course, leaving the other stunned and searching for answers. As the season progresses, questions linger. Was Brian ever truly invested in Parisa, or was she simply a comfortable connection until something new arrived? Was Parisa too quick to idealize their bond, missing subtle signs of his uncertainty? And most importantly, is their story truly over, or could time and reflection bring them back together in an unexpected reconciliation? Insiders suggest that while Brian and Parisa's on-screen journey may be fractured, the aftermath off-camera could be even more complex. Both have spoken in post-show interviews about the intense emotions they experienced, and while neither has confirmed ongoing communication, neither has ruled out the possibility of reconnecting. The ambiguity only fuels speculation, with fans dissecting every word and gesture for hints of unfinished business. For now, Parisa has emerged as a sympathetic figure, her tears embodying the raw vulnerability of someone who gave her heart openly and felt it slip away. Brian, meanwhile, has become a lightning rod of debate. Is he a villain who abandoned a loyal partner, or simply a man brave enough to admit when his feelings changed? The truth, as always, may lie somewhere in between. What is undeniable is the impact of their storyline. Social media has exploded with commentary, memes, and heated debates, turning Brian and Parisa into one of the most talked-about pairs of the season. For a show built on love and heartbreak, their story delivers both in spades. Ultimately, "suddenly different" has become more than a phrase. It's a painful reminder of how quickly trust can fracture and how fragile hope can be in the unpredictable world of love. Brian and Parisa's journey may not have ended with roses and proposals, but it has given fans a storyline they won't soon forget, one that captures the essence of why Bachelor in Paradise continues to captivate. Love is beautiful, messy, and sometimes suddenly different. Hearst magazines and Yahoo may earn commission or revenue on some items through these links. Bachelor in Paradise said goodbye to Brian Otts and Parisa Shifta on Monday after the couple was voted out by their peers. And while the two were very much in a romantic relationship when they left Costa Rica, it's now time to ask the question: are Bachelor in Paradise's Brian and Parisa still together? Despite Brian telling the cameras that he and Parisa were strong and happy and excited for the future, all signs, unfortunately, point to no. Granted, neither Brian nor Parisa has confirmed or denied anything about their current relationship status, but their social media activity definitely points to a breakup. After the episode aired, Brian posted a still on his Instagram story, tagging Parisa and referring to himself and his partner as badasses. He also echoed her parting sentiment on the show, writing, "Heads held high." Meanwhile, Parisa shared the same photo to her stories, though she doesn't appear to have tagged Brian. More than that, the post was a res hair from fellow Bachelor in Paradise cast member Leah Kayanen, in which Leah labeled Brian and Parisa siblings. Ouch. Two posts with two very different energies. Add in the fact that Brian and Parisa don't even follow each other on Instagram, and it's not hard to deduce that these two are very much not together post by P, even if they haven't confirmed it. Another telling clue about their relationship status is Parisa's latest post to the grid. "My idea of winning," she captioned a video featuring the BIP female cast members frolicking on the beach. Not a man in sight. Meanwhile, Reality Steve reported a few days ago that Brian and Parisa are not together, and that Parisa even has a new boyfriend. The two are expected to attend the rumored Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 reunion, however, and despite the fact that they have yet to film or confirm, Reality Steve teased, "I would expect fireworks between Parisa and Brian at the reunion." Yikes. As for the reason for the split, we'll have to wait to find out, but whatever happened, it seems that the two did not end on good terms. The fact that Parisa didn't tag Brian in her stories is definitely a clue, but the real kicker is over on Parisa's TikTok, where she shared multiple videos hinting at a bad breakup. For instance, on July 28th, she shared a TikTok showing off her PowerPoint night presentation, a behavioral case study on a boy. There is a clown emoji blocking the headline of the presentation, but you can spot something that looks an awful lot like Brie Dash if you squint. Parisa also liked a comment from a fan who said it was about Brian. Bachelor in Paradise star Brian Otts has explained his meltdown over Parisa Shifta, asking him to share his favorite color while they were in the pool at their VIP suite. "I was in that bird outfit for 8 hours. I was really upset about it," Brian told co-hosts Serena Pitt and Joe Amable with a laugh during the July 31st episode of the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast. On Bachelor in Paradise's latest Season 10 episode, each guy had to dress up like a bird and compete in a dancing competition to win a night in the VIP suite with his partner. Brian said once all the guys agreed to lean into their performances, the party was a blast. He said he wanted to win the competition to defend his title of being the best dancer, and also to have some in-depth conversations with Parisa off-camera. While celebrating his victory, Brian apparently didn't consider his favorite color to be a worthy topic during his alone time with Parisa. She said in an interview, "I was just trying to be playful and he snapped at me," Serena recalled to Brian. "That is kind of how it reads watching it as a viewer, so can you provide more context?" Brian replied, "Yeah. Honestly, I've chosen one, but I really don't have a favorite color. It depends on the time of year, the season, and what outfit I'm wearing. But I was in this outfit." I don't want to be in, Brian repeated. I was in this outfit for 8 hours, it's raining, I'm sweaty, I'm exhausted, it's 2 in the morning, and it's literally a full moon. The stars are incredible. Brian shared how he and Parisa had an oceanfront view with a pool and a hot tub. There were like 5 bedrooms and 5 showers. There were 2 kitchens and an elevator in the place. We're sipping champagne, he recalled, and I just want to sit in the pool and have a romantic moment and just have simple conversation and be left alone. Brian therefore admitted he was fiery with the camera crew and production that evening. Joe had predicted that the show wanted to film Brian and Parisa talking in the pool, but Brian was ready for them to leave. Yeah, and I'm always respectful to the production crew and things like that, but I was like, listen, it's 2 in the morning. You guys have got to get out of here. We only have 6 hours together, Brian shared. But Brian said he and Parisa had a conversation for the cameras, and his favorite color was Parisa's opener in the pool. She was like, so what's your favorite color? And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. And then she started crying. Brian admitted. And then I was like, oh my God, what did I do? It was a lot of what I was doing preemptively with the camera crew and stuff like that created that reaction from me. Brian said Parisa apologized to him in the moment, which made him feel even more. She was like, I was just trying to have a fun conversation. I'm sorry. And I was like, I shouldn't have reacted that way. I shouldn't have. I just really wanted to embrace the scenery and all of the amenities that we have here, to enjoy them. Brian confessed. We're wrapping up here for today, but the excitement of trending gossip doesn't stop here. We'll be back with new surprises very soon. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe.